Hello, could you tell us who you are?
Dmitry Shymkiv, General Manager, Microsoft Ukraine.
As far as I know, you have some successful startup already. Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, I used to have my startup, which I was successfully selling it to a Danish corporation, which was funded by venture capitalists, and I later becoming head of R&D, managing a team across US, Denmark, and Ukraine. It was a fantastic experience working with VC, and in the age of 26 become head of R&D of such a global company, and then selling again this startup to American corporation. And then so over this time I end up in Microsoft, and if you look at Microsoft Ukraine versus Microsoft France or Microsoft Germany, Microsoft Ukraine is still in startup mode. So much bigger than a startup of 3 people, but it's still a startup. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of excitement, of entrepreneurial excitement you can see.
So you have a great experience in this business, and you had a chance to share it during the panel discussion. How did it run?
Well, the panel was absolutely amazing. It's interesting. Actually, the questions were right to the point. If you look what the things that the people are facing when they talk about how the startup is created, what the key challenges are, what is the priority if you wanted to expand startup across your country or across your territory, or where you search for the clients. The few things that was very important, which we mentioned, and it resonated across different speakers, is the number one, look for the client, the first client. Not many clients, but one first client. Second, travel to this client, see their faces, work with them. Third, never give up your idea. Stick to your idea. And if you hit the wall, never give up. Restart, and the success will come if you're a true entrepreneur.
Okay, and what's your general impression of this event and of the conference? Is it useful for startuppers and investors?
I think it's what is absolutely important is that such a conference happening in Ukraine, big one, and the conference is for startups and for investors and for young people, because young people are starting this up. It's very important that the conference is in English, because the majority of the financing and the markets are on international markets, and English is actually default language for IT and default language for innovation, technology, communications, for anything related to this. So happy that it's happening in Ukraine, happy that this is organized by a Ukrainian team with bringing a lot of international speakers, international companies. Happy to see young faces in the audience, happy to see a big audience. This is all extremely important for the country, for the people in the country, for the potential of Ukraine. I'm very proud what was done.
So, do you think that Ukrainian and the Eastern European market is interesting for investments?
Absolutely. The Ukrainian market is very interested for investments, kind of investments in technology, or investments in the companies, or investments in the people. We see all forms of investments today in Ukraine. We see more attraction to Ukrainian talents to produce innovation. We are not outsourcing country, and I even despise that a lot of companies are claiming and wanting to be outsourcing heaven. Well, the heaven of outsourcing exists already in China and India. What we are unique, and uniqueness of Ukrainian development and creativity, it's a creativity and innovation. Something that is in our genes, and we can do it. And we should bet on creating innovation and creativity.
Thank you.
Thanks.